My name is Matt and I'm an addict. I used to be addicted to playing video games, watching porn, beating my meat 3 to 5 times every single day, and smoking weed the same amount of times. Usually it was coupled one after the other, and stuffing my face full of junk food. Basically just living my life for seeking pleasure. I wasn't able to make any kind of forward progress in any area of life. And I'm still an addict. I've still got the same addictive behavioral patterns, but now I have some slightly different addictions. Now I'm addicted to training, to pushing myself physically. But I'm also still addicted to food. Still a bit of a glutton, you could say. Now, I am completely vegan. I eat only whole food, plant-based diet now. But I still have those tendencies to overeat, to seek comfort in food. And that's not necessarily a problem in terms of my physique, because as you can see, still quite ripped, very low body fat percentage, and able to fuel my progression, able to have great energy all day because the foods I'm eating are very nutritious. But I'm still a bit of a glutton. I love to stuff my face. I love to overeat fruit, especially. Get that massive dump of fructose, sucrose, which again, like I say, isn't necessarily a problem when it comes to physical performance. Gives me a lot of energy, a lot of carbs to be able to push my training hard. But life isn't just about the physique, is it? I don't want to be a one-dimensional little just brokey, to be honest with you. Somebody who's only mastered one area of life, which is the physical, is an incomplete man. And my food addiction, my gluttony, has prevented me from gaining a true addiction to what I really want to be addicted to. Because I've accepted the fact that I'm going to be an addict for the rest of my life. I can just change what I'm addicted to. And I want to get addicted to work. I want to get addicted to the feeling of the grind, to working 12, 14 hours a day for the purpose, for content, for just building my business. And right now I've been prevented from getting this work addiction. It still feels like a bit of a slog sometimes. It still feels like I have to overcome an insane amount of resistance. I'm still not producing the output that I know I'm capable of, that I want to be able to. And it's partly because I love to seek comfort in food. Whenever there's something that has to be done, I'd much rather just eat a whole bunch of fruit, eat a whole bunch of sourdough bread, sweet potato, just stuff that makes me slow and sluggish, that gives me this temporary feeling of comfort, this escapism through food. And I don't want to come on here and pretend to be someone I'm not. I don't want to try and pretend that I've mastered everything about myself. No, I'd much rather be honest, be real, document what I'm actually going through and solve it for you in real time so that you can see the come up, see how I'm beating my food addiction and turning it into a work addiction. Because I know that it's possible. I was watching a Charlie Morgan video the other day, and also Alex Becker, 2 incredibly successful entrepreneurs, and they were basically saying the same thing. Charlie Morgan became successful because he got a work addiction. He cut out everything else that wasn't work, and working 12, 14, 16 hours a day became effortless. Alex Becker said the same thing. He has 3 activities that he does: reading fantasy books, staring at the wall, or working. Man, imagine that kind of life. Like, it actually fills me with excitement thinking about that. Because yes, when you're very, very bored, when you give yourself no other option, then you are going to make an insane amount of progress in business. So yeah, that's the plan, that's the goal. I've started doing my morning routine where I stare at the wall for half an hour before I sit down at my desk and write. And I found it very effective so far. It's like pulling back a slingshot. making as much tension possible in the rubber band when you're staring at the wall, building up this level of boredom so that by the time you sit down at your desk, you release it, you ping it, and you just shoot forwards. You get into a flow state like that. Yeah, that's a little update so far. I'm about to go do some fasted cardio. I'll see you there. These things apparently are a bit painful to punch with your bare fists. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna get some boxing gloves in for next time, but for now I have these little 2-pound hand weights, whatever you want to call them, just to give the impression like I'm a bad man with a knuckle duster. The technique isn't there, obviously. I'm a bit rusty. I haven't fought in a very long time. Since Thailand, actually. Feels a bit funky. So obviously, can't optimize my technique for punching power, but definitely good just to get the heart rate up, do some HIIT cardio in the most fun way possible. Ow! You're probably supposed to be put like this when you already have boxing gloves on. That is so painful. Man, can't wait to come back here next time with some real boxing gloves. I'm gonna get so fit here. My cardio is so much better than it's ever been. Partly because the vegan diet definitely increases blood circulation. There's no animal fat to slow you down, but it's also because surprise, surprise, I've been doing daily cardio. So would you have guessed that would make your heart rate improve? Wow. Alrighty then. So now what we're gonna do, we have 30 kilos on the bag. Oh shit. Just gonna go for a little run. 20 minutes. Nothing crazy. Smooth, fast, efficient. Shut the fuck up. Okay, let's go. Flip it out. Did 5 minutes extra. Finished off with a little sprint at the end. Oh my goodness, I love cardio so much. The process isn't as immediately satisfying as lifting weights or doing calisthenics, but the feeling afterwards of just pureness, of clarity, energy, it's like the harder you push, the more elevated your heart rate gets, the more it burns away all of your bullshit limiting beliefs and your doubts and all the negative thoughts you have. Fuck. Cardio is the missing link. If you're not quite getting what you want from your fitness, you got into the gym and at first your mental health skyrocketed upwards because you were getting a nice physique, you were getting stronger, but then you started to stagnate. You no longer get that mood boost from your sessions. You leave with that post-gym depression. Cardio is a grind that you need to incorporate into your routine 1000%. It's just after 6 p.m. I still haven't eaten anything today.
Very intense cardio,
just finished
it's time to ease off a little,
day's work.
Pretend I can swim and polish off with
over the
some
course of that
lovely
day. I
sauna.
did about 14,000 steps, which really is kind of low. Usually I get between 15 to 20,000, closer to 20,000 most days. But deeply fasted, very hungry, and I absolutely love it. There is a certain sensation of clarity and deep cleansing you get when you fast. And so I'm about to go home, put together this video, edit it, and after that I'm gonna feast. I'm gonna employ a strategy called tactical gluttony. Rather than trying to run away from it, I'm gonna use it to my advantage. I'm gonna, moving forward, set myself certain KPIs that must be hit in order to earn my feast. I shan't snack throughout the day. I shan't be focused on having as many meals as possible to maximize protein synthesis. No, I'm going to work towards my own biology, my own physiology, which loves fasting and feasting. There's a certain urgency I get when I move through the day and I haven't got anything in my stomach slowing me down. I'm in a huge calorie deficit right now. I did that morning cardio, coupled intense with some lighter swimming. So with the steps, I have a lot of calories to eat today, but I'm not going to eat them all, meaning it's going to be an absolute breeze to stay ripped year round. And just like that, we have tactical gluttony. It is literally impossible to resist this feast. We have a mixture of white potatoes and sweet potatoes with seitan here. We have some TVP with avocado, and we have berries and fruits. Even all of this massive feast is still not going to put me in a calorie surplus for the day, because it's all very, very clean whole foods that is not calorie dense. So here's the method. If you want to eat a lot, still be ripped, do some tactical gluttony, tactical fasting, get that savagery going for most of your day where you're sharp, you're full of energy, you have clarity, and you have this urgency to act. And then feast, and feast like an absolute king, but feast with clean whole foods that are light in calories so that it's impossible to overeat.